Hi there. This lecture we will talk about basic charts and graphs in Excel. This one will be used in many your assignment questions. So this one we continue with the screen. You can see this is the from descriptive data analysis that we generate the tables. And first we look at bar chart. So for the bar chart, so this one for this table. We look at blood pressures and the ages for the groups. So 3 groups of ages and 3 groups of the blood pressure. And we create bar charts. So we first select data. So remember, once we select data, you don't want the total numbers is selected. So we leave those totals away and only select the raw data. And then into the insert the tab, look at here. So basically the charts is here. So the bar charts is the first one. So we can say we want to insert this one. If you click here, there's different tab of the bar charts. So we want this one. So the first one is 2D columns. We select this one. And this is our bar chart. So for the bar chart, let's go a little bit away. So you can see we leave some the chart titles, x-axis, x titles and y-axis titles. So to try to insert those values, so we click here, or you double click here. We'll have this tables format of chart area. So as we later on will use this one, or some simple questions. The first one is chart elements. So here we can see we want to add axis titles. So axis titles. So for this one, so you can see this one is under 30 to 49 over 50. So basically x-axis will be our age, and the y-axis will be our blood pressure. So the blue is low blood pressure, normal, and high blood pressure. So we just, since we already have this one, so we just change this value. Blood pressure. And then we change x-axis. We want to say age groups, ages, and the chart is the blood pressure versus ages. Okay, so that's basically that's a basic bar chart for this. Of course, we can do the joint distribution tables, also use bar chart. So this one is same thing. We select only values without select totals, and then insert bar chart. So this one is basically will give us the percentage rather than the frequency. So I just you can add more, change the chart titles, change those values. So here, and this is for bar chart. I will just stop here, and then we come back for pie chart. Second one, we do the pie chart. So pie chart is basically for this example. You don't want it won't working for this dimensional tables, but rather the columns table. So for this columns table, you can select the data, and then same thing. We insert pie chart is here. So the insert pie chart. So once we have pie charts, we just put down here. There is something we need to know. So here you can see we have those under the pie chart, we can see there's low blood pressure with under 30, low with 30 to 49. So that's the each parts of this graph. So now we do some changes because it's not really showing any numbers here. We want to see the numbers here. So we do this one. This one, second one is this chart style. So in the chart styles, we select. So this one is where show the percentage of those counts. So you can see this one, these tables, we will have those percentage values on each parts of that pie chart. Or a little bit lower down here. So this one is give us similar information. This one. But the instruction will be on the sides, and this one. So this one will be in outside of this pie chart. So we select this one. That's enough. We do this one. Okay. So this one is the pie chart of this table. We will see there is this different. So the highest percentage is this one. The dark brown colors. It's so you look at this one on this captions. There's no normal over 50s. And the second highest number parts is this blue. So we see this one is normal for 30 to 49 at age groups. So that's this one. Next one is 15. So 15 is gray, dark gray. So dark gray is high over 50s. So we can see this is on Euro values. Okay, so this one, if questions ask you, you can answer questions according to those numbers with those explanations. So next we continue with the histograms and the box plots. So this one is a new data. We have the mile per gallons records for Nissan cars, and we have sample of 100. So you can see we have 100 samples here. And the next one, we want to create histogram. Histogram is quite often we used later on in the assignment. We will ask you questions like what's the peak values, what's the center of this one. So it's first we select this data. So last time we used this symbol. This symbol is basically once you click on the A, it will select a whole columns of A. But today we will use another. So this one is Control Shift and down arrows. So once you press this one, it will only select the data in this column until the last number. Here. And then once we select all the data, same thing with insert, and then this is the histogram. So take a look at this one. So the middle, this one is insert this histograms, and if you click here, we have histograms, box plots. That's these two is very common. We will use for the first assignments. So we do the histograms first. So once we click here, and then this one, so you can see that's the histograms. What we do is we can change the bin numbers. So you can see right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bins. Each bins, if you click on, once you put your mouse over here, it will show the number. Volume is 12. Series, this is 0.3. We have volume 12, and the value is around this value. So you can see the first bin is 14 to 16, second 16 to 18, and 18 to 20. That's third bin, and fourth bin. So they give us this one. So if we try to change the bin numbers, what we do is here, once you double click on the graphs, this formatted chart areas will come out. So here we look at horizontal, so you select at the chart options, horizontal category, axis, this one. And here, that's the first one, fill and the lines, and the third one, axis options. So once we have axis options, we click the first one, axis options, and you can see we have the number of bins by category, automatic, bin wise, number of bins. If we select a bin, number of bins. Once we select the number of bins, we're supposed to see there is numbers on the right hand side. So you can see in this case, number of bins is 8 right now. You can change this number into 12. So that's basically you will see a little bit more precise on each, because we divided the bin number into 12. Also, if you want to change those values, so this is the so we change the charts, histogram, So for this histograms, once you answer the question in assignments, we want to ask you with what's the this is we only have one peak, so this is unimodal, but it's not symmetric, because you can see these two sides is different. The longer side is on our right hand side. So this one is, you can see we have a positive scale, but moderately positive scaled histogram. So centered at 20, this value. Can see the numbers. If we want to see the numbers, here is 20 to 21. That's our mode, the center of this histogram. So next we look at box plot. So same thing, we select this data, Control Shift down arrow, we get the whole data selected, and then goes to insert, and then we want a box plot. So box plot is just under the histogram, we have box and whiskers plots, this one. So what do we see here? So you can see all the data is basically on the top portion of this one, and this is basically we will see this one is an outlier. We get the value is 14.684, which is an outlier. And what do we do here? We want to eliminate this area because there is no data in this area. What do we do? Same thing. So this one we also, in this case, we want to change values for vertical values axis. Look at this one. Same thing on this one, axis options. We click this one and axis options. So we want this one, minimum value is 0, maximum 30. 30 is good for this graph, and the minimum we change this one, so you can see 10 or 12. So 15 is we will exclude this value, so we select 12, change this value, minimum value change to 12. Okay, just enter. So you can see we get this box plots. So box plots, so we don't need this one actually. So this is the box plots. So for the box plots, so we can see this one is basically we will read. So the center point here will be our mode. This is the mean, and this is the first quartile. That's this line, and this line is indicated like third quartile, and this maximum and this minimum, and this value indicate an outlier. So this one, this whole thing tells us this one is because the outlier exists in these data sets. So this one is we have a slightly skewness, positive skewness with one outlier at the lower end. Okay, so today's lecture we talk about pie chart, bar chart, box plot, and histogram, and you will need these for our assignments. And there's other plots we will talk about in next lecture. Thank you. Bye.